So the basics of the teaching strategy of inquiry-based learning is through questioning. But within that, children come through and experience many different things within that process. And so teachers have to create workshops to provoke children's thinking, to provoke new ideas, new possibilities. But there's also the requirement for targeted teaching, and that is very much differentiated across the children of what is that point of need of the children within their learning, and how can specific targeted teaching sessions take place to reflect that. But it's also about bringing in a really wide variety of experiences for the children to provoke their thinking, and giving them many opportunities also though to express their learning and to communicate their new understandings and their ideas.
It's being innovative in the classroom, coming up with ideas and things to keep the children inspired and engaged. We have a number of different levels of ability of children in our classroom, so it's catering for all differences in the grade. Extending higher-end children that are achieving good results and extending them and challenging them while supporting the students that may be having some learning difficulties or challenges in their own way, and then keeping your mainstream students on task as well. So quite a number of different areas to focus on.
It's very important that the communication between the classroom teacher and my son is open and consistent and detailed, because we need to know exactly what he's doing at school and what his goals are and what are the strategies to help him achieve those goals. That's very important for us.
Learning from each other and learning from schools in different networks and different areas is important. The more information, the larger your network and the more people you know, the sharing of ideas and resources is very important to a teacher. It just makes just initiatives and things that you might not have thought of, or resources you might not have had access to, just being enlightened with those details and working with people with varying experience, things like that, is very important to teaching and learning.
We're also setting up networks with the local universities, so we do a lot of placement and teacher training courses often involved with us, as are the allied health staff. We often have fourth year speech students, for example. Occupational therapists will visit. We on occasion have medical students, and all of those people contribute to the knowledge base for us, but also an understanding of what a specialist school does out in the community. So those connections are many and varied, but very, very important to us.
At the moment in our area, we're trying to establish a robotics network in our local area with the feeder schools that we have. So that's getting secondary colleges, private schools, independent schools and other primary schools involved, with the intention and Henry's idea of creating a robotics centre of excellence at this school as a hub, which would be fantastic. That means that anyone from any school in our community could come, learn robotics, and then see what pathway they'd like to go down to a secondary college and then further on to university and possibly a future career. With our performance reviews, with our principals, they're great conversations and a good time to reflect on our work that we do. For me personally, Henry has been my coach for over 6 years now, and I've worked with him mostly on my leadership style and leadership skills. It can be confronting sometimes because you do have to look at yourself and ways to change, and it's not always easy. But being able to have that support there as well, and the experience of someone else to mentor me as well and trial new things is great. And I think I've grown so much as a professional from his mentoring and his coaching.